Today we are in Venice, Italy.
He's shaping the glass right now and he's making a horse. And I'm really happy about that.
Just came across a candy shop. It's called Captain Candy, and so we had to go in and explore.
They have actual fudge at a candy shop.
Yeah.
That's insane.
There's giant gummy bears!
So I was curious why our trip to the candy store costs so much money. Because it's by the pound. It's one of those where you put candy by the pound, right?
Uh-oh.
And then I pull this out and I'm struggling because it's so heavy.
Hello guys, thank you for joining us on Tic Tac Toy Family. Today we are in Venice, Italy, and we are so excited to bring you along with us on our adventure. Addie, what makes Venice so unique?
So it's a city pretty much entirely on water and there's no cars. It's all boats. You use boats to get around everywhere.
We're currently in a water taxi because yes, there are no like regular taxi cars. You have water taxis, they're boats, and we are headed to Murano. Lily and Maya, what is Murano known for? Do you know?
Glass boat.
Right, beautiful flow glass.
I didn't know that. He's shaping the glass right now and he's making a horse. And I'm really happy about that.
Remember how hot those furnaces get back there, Maya?
Over 1,000 degrees.
That's pretty hot. We don't want to touch that fire. What flavor did you get?
Mango.
What flavor, Lily?
I got the Marco Polo.
Marco Polo and Addie?
I got mixed berries.
Mixed berries? I first came to Italy about 20 years ago with some friends while I was in college, and one of the things I remember most is getting gelato pretty much every day. So I think we're going to continue that habit or tradition on this trip. What flavor did you get, Colin?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. We haven't even been in Italy for 24 hours, and that's already our second gelato trip. We are back in Venice now, and if you've ever seen any of our travel vlogs, you know that we always tend to find a good sweet shop, and we just came across a candy shop. It's called Captain Candy, and so we had to go in and explore.
They have actual fudge at a candy shop.
Yum!
That's insane.
That looks delicious.
Just a barrel full. Why is there so much fudge? I love it.
I love jelly beans.
Oh, that looks
Strawberry.
Yeah. Yum.
There's giant gummy bears!
Whoa.
Wow, there's giant gummy bears!
Gummy
I
bear,
want one
Maya.
of those, I want one of those.
To Venice without a gondola ride, so we are going for one right now. Sadly, Maya, what happened?
Only 5 people.
Only 5 people are allowed on the gondola, so poor Dad was a good spirit and he is staying behind. We begged, please, can we do 6? But couldn't do it.
That right there is the Rialto Bridge.
It's a famous Venice landmark, isn't it?
Yes.
We're currently in the Grand Canal, which is like the biggest, busiest waterway where all the boats go through in Venice, and we're turning down to like a narrower little channel right now. What do you think about the doors that just open to the water? Would that be weird?
Yeah.
To open your door and just have the water right there?
Yeah.
So what do you think of the gondola ride?
I thought it was really fun, and I thought it was really cool how they were all wearing like striped shirts, and all the captains, gondoliers, they would always like shout to, while going around a corner, to kind of like say like, "Hey, I'm coming," and it kind of reminded me of how in horse riding we call like inside or outside, or like heads up, this jump is mine. It's kind of like heads up, this corner is mine. We're going around it.
So there's no crashes.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Did you enjoy it, Lily?
I loved it. I loved all the little sights we could see, and I don't get motion sick, so I love the rock of the little gondola.
We're crossing the Rialto Bridge right now and heading to the other side of the Grand Canal, where we heard there's some really good shops.
A bunch of these books in English, but they're all in Italian, so I can't understand any of them. But it's kind of cool to see it all in another language.
Addie found a bookstore, but of course there's one problem with that. They're all in Italian, and we don't speak Italian or read in Italian. What'd you find, Lily?
I found dresses. It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Looks very Italian.
So pretty.
The souvenir I picked out was this beautiful ring, and it's handmade. I found it really cool, and I got it at a glass blowing shop.
Very pretty, Addie. I think it's a good choice.
Thank you.
What did you get for a souvenir so far, Maya?
I got a coin purse that says Venice in Italian.
Right.
Then I got a little like glass blown fox and a like highlighters.
Our plan now is to head back to our apartment, put our stuff up, and then we're gonna go enjoy a nice Italian dinner.
This is our Venetian apartment, and we would show you the bedrooms, but they're too messy, so we're not going to.
Lily, you wanna show us our thrones? We have thrones in
Yes.
here.
I'm the queen.
Queen Lily. We've got a nice table to eat at, and then over here we have a little kitchen. It's a little messy, excuse the mess. I can't figure out how to turn the light on, so it's dark in here. And then like Maya said, we have 4 beautiful bedrooms, but they're a mess right now, so you're not gonna see those. And I see, what is going on over here?
Okay, so I was curious why our trip to the candy store costs so much money, because it's by the pound. It's one of those where you put candy by the pound, right, man? And then I pull this out, and I'm struggling because it's so heavy.
Is that Maya's candy?
And then I'm wondering, well, whose bag is this?
It's not mine.
It's not
It's
yours.
not mine.
Clearly Maya's
It's
bag.
not mine.
I'm gonna be like a scale, ready? Here's Lily's and Addie's combined. Oh, my scale's tipping. Now I put Maya's on this side. This is so much heavier than those 2 girls combined.
We're waiting outside of Baccaro Quebrato. I know I'm probably butchering the Italian there, to have dinner. It came very highly recommended. There's a line outside and we're just waiting to go in. I'm really excited to try some delicious, authentic Italian food. It's been a wonderful first day in Venice, and our dinner is delicious, but we had a really, really hard time getting here. It was not an easy path to get to Venice. Why was it such an ordeal getting here, Addie?
So we were only supposed to have 1 day of traveling, but we ended up having 3 because we were supposed to take 1 flight to Philadelphia and have a layover and then get on a flight directly to Venice. But we missed the 2nd flight due to our Philadelphia flight being pushed back constantly. and we had to take a flight to England, and then we had to take another 2-hour flight to Venice.
So yes, I think she missed. We ended up spending the night in Philadelphia. We had to take a flight to Pittsburgh, then a flight to London, then a flight to Venice, and all with like super long layovers. So we spent 3 days traveling to get here. Missed our first 2 days in Venice, so we only got 1, but it's been a special day, even though we've only had 1. Colin was there. Where did Colin go?
So he was eating, and then he got full, and now he's over there.
He's at a store. What's he doing at the store?
Helping customers.
Let's see where Colin has disappeared to. What you doing, Colin?
I told him maybe we could do a fashion show.
A fashion show in here with these hats?
Uh-huh.
Show me your favorite one.
I think I gotta go with this thing.
All right, let's see it on. Wow.
I look awesome with this bear hat.
You do look awesome with that bear hat. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really cool. Colin makes friends wherever he goes, and apparently that is true for Venice as well. He has a new buddy and the store owner of a little touristy gift shop.
Thank you guys so much for joining us in Venice. What do we say, guys?
Arrivederci!